Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode. Where are we at? 379. It is a Monday. The Chicago Bears, they looked pretty good yesterday. Bears beat the Lions. Uh, Bears offense looked completely different. Unfortunately for my fantasy team, I wanted DeAndre Swift and TJ Hawkinson to score some points. They didn't score too many. Lost my fantasy matchup. It actually came down. Nobody cares about my fantasy team, but it came down to last night's Tampa New England game. I had Mike Evans in the Tampa defense. My coworker had Leonard Fournette, and I ended up getting beat by 6 points, 8 points. So those are the breaks, I guess. What's up, David? Good morning. So I actually wasn't planning on going live, but I was down here and I'm like, I'll just go live. I don't really have anything to talk about this morning. Talked over the weekend. I will give an update. I was expecting my Bowman Chrome boxes. I wasn't expecting them. I wasn't holding my breath. They arrived in Madison, here in my city, on Friday. And FedEx, it's the FedEx Smart Post. What's up, Zach? Good morning. It's the FedEx Smart Post. So FedEx transfers them to your local post office once they reach your destination city. So that switch off was made on Friday. The tracking said estimated delivery Sunday. Now, once it transfers to the post office, your tracking is basically null. There's no further updates, I think, until the delivery. So thinking Sunday, here we go. Nothing came. Nothing. I checked my porch many times throughout the day. No box. I checked the tracking last night. Now it says delivery pending. I had the second order, because I placed them in two orders, both 3 boxes in each order. Second order was shipped out like a day later, so it's currently stating today delivery, so we'll see. Not holding my breath. They even get delivered today, because we all know how long it can take. I mean, at least the hurdle they've gone from Pennsylvania to my destination city without bouncing all across the country. So they're at least here. Now it's up to the post office to make that final mile delivery. We'll see how long that takes. Other than that, I've been doing file exchange. I've been trying to I've been trying to get that pumped up in preparation for going full time. So I'm in like the 2-week phase of my resignation. So my last day at my day job is October 14th, which is a week from next Thursday. So then Friday, October 15th will be my first full-time day. So I will be going live every day. And it will likely be it'll be a little later than 6:45, but I'm still going to stick to my same schedule just to keep that rhythm going. So I would say 7 a.m. will be when I record, and I'll go live almost every day. Basically every day I'll go live around 7 a.m. You haven't added anything new to your store in a bit. I'm just awaiting a massive dump. There is a massive dump coming. In fact, this morning before I came downstairs, I was entering more data into the spreadsheet. I'm up to about 150. I have pictures. It's going to be a mix of football and baseball for this next file exchange dump. Football rookies are going in right now, and then I've got some baseball, some random baseball, some rookies from the last couple of years, some 71 top singles will be going into the store, just some random stuff. Trying to focus on football right now, and then basketball as we hit preseason here, I think this week. And then I'll sprinkle baseball throughout. So I'm not sure when that massive dump will be. Probably still not yet this week. I would not think. I'm still sleeving for the sleeving quarter cards for the Rockford show this Saturday. So I've kind of been going back and forth. I'll do some file exchange work. I've been last night on the couch. I was taking photos of more cards to put into file exchange. So I'll really hit the road running on that. So yeah, Rockford show is this Saturday at the Rock Church on Harrison Avenue, 9 to 3. I'll have my bargain boxes in tow. So looking forward to the show Saturday. Madison Card Show is Saturday, October 23rd at the Sheraton Hotel. Just booked another new vendor, new for October, and he's going to have a whole bunch. He secured 3 tables of Pokemon, which is good timing because there is a big gaming convention right across the street at the Alliant Energy Center, which is just across from the Sheraton where our show is. So it'll likely attract, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, some of those type of cards and card games. So good timing on that. Zach says, I'm looking for Olin Kreutz and rookies from that 2000s Bears squad. Keep an eye out when you look through your stacks. I am pretty confident I don't have any of those rookies. I pretty much traded off all of my Bears cards from that era. I think I have one small box, but I don't think I have any of those guys. I had a couple Devin Hester rookies, but those were sold a long time ago. But I have because I was supposed to do with Brett in Ohio, I was supposed to do a big trade with him at the National, Cubs for Bears, and I'm going through and I'm like, dude, I don't have any Bears cards, so let me just pay cash for these Cubs cards. So it was a cash deal. For some reason, I shouldn't say for some reason. Obviously, Bears and Packers are the first to go in my trades when I trade football. And the Steelers, I probably have out of any, I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously I'm tailored to baseball, but Steelers would rank pretty high on a list of teams that are asked for in trade. More so than a lot of other teams in most baseball. So Yankees are a big one. Red Sox, White Sox. Did I say Cardinals? Cardinals are one. Let's see. There was a random team that I was surprised. Not the Indians. There's a baseball team that I was surprised that I was always. Oh, the Detroit Tigers. I go through a ton of Tigers in trade. So those are probably in baseball. Football, Steelers by far is number one. Nobody wants Phillies. I've done some Phillies trades, but let me see how I'm looking. Royals. I have a lot of Royals collectors that I trade with. What's up, Jenny? Good morning. There aren't a ton on Sportlots or eBay working through trading card database for trades, but I was surprised how few there were out there. So I'm trying to think when those rookies were. Was that like 2000? Probably right around 2000, right? 2000 to 2003, because they were on that Super Bowl team. So I did find a Rosie Colvin card, not a rookie, because I think he came in free agency to the Bears. But I will keep an eye out if I come across any new football cards, because I know I don't have any Bears from my current inventory that line up with that. But if I do find some, I will definitely set those aside. TCDB seems hit or miss, especially with football. Baseball is the biggest thing there I've noticed. 02 to 05, he says. Okay. So other than that, this week, going to do some file exchange, focusing on focusing on sleeving quarter cards for the card show this coming weekend. Hopefully my Bowman Chrome boxes come at some point, because I'm I'm itching to rip. That's don't have much. I wasn't going to go live this morning, but I was down here. I was shipping a few things out, and I thought I'll just go live. I'll hit the live button. So I go full time on October 15th, Friday the 15th. Which by the way is the same day that Halloween Kills is released, and I think it's on Peacock. It's a streaming channel that I get. So there was like an advertisement or a trailer somewhere, and so I'm like, oh, I can't wait for that. My wife's like, well, you're gonna have to watch that when you're out of town. When I'm out of town, and I'm like, she's going. Her and her mom are doing a shopping trip next weekend, and I'm like, oh, bummer, it doesn't come out until the 15th. So it'll have to be a basement watch. My wife does not like scary movies. I think I've talked about this. She loves Criminal Minds, stuff that like really happens and based on real life, but like a monster that never dies, she can't take. It is what it is. So Halloween Kills comes out October 15th. I'm a big Halloween franchise. I love scary movies, and I like the cheese, like the 80s cheesy horror movies. I really like, although I'm not as, now that I get older, it's like I don't really like the super cheesy ones anymore. I like more of the thriller horror movie, as opposed to, I don't do gore. I hate blood, so I don't like gory horror movies, but I like the psychological thriller. So that's kind of, and I think Halloween has a balance of both gore and psychological thriller. So I think that's maybe why I like it. Jenny is right, but you can find people who want nothing to do with football, especially Bears. I'm sure Jenny gets that with the Vikings too. So that's where I'm at today. Happy Monday. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna do some more shipping. So thanks for popping in the chat. I appreciate it. Rest of the week schedule, not sure what I'll be doing as far as is live this week. It's just kind of a morning day decision whether I'm gonna go on live or not. If by chance my Bowman Chrome boxes arrive today, I will go live for at least one box break. So whenever those do arrive, it won't break them all, because I've said this before. I like just taking my time opening boxes, but when you go live, people just want you to rip. They just want to see the hits, and that's not my style. So I like when I open my boxes, I like to take the time. I like to make it a nice little evening with my baseball cards, and take my time. Herman and Ken, welcome back, Herman. Great to have Herman back. So Herman and Ken will be on live tonight at 7 p.m. Central on 3B Collections channel. So check them out. Looking forward to having those guys back on Monday night. Who will be this year's Randy Arozarena in the playoffs? That's a good question. I don't know. So I do know. So the Cubs got the 7th pick in the draft. It's unfortunate that I'm looking at draft pick status and not playoff brackets. But I saw the Giants had like 107 wins this season. That shows you how little I paid attention toward the end of the year. I had no idea the Giants were that good. Okay, so we've got a wild card, Yankees and Red Sox, and then the Dodgers and Cardinals. As much as I hate to root for the Dodgers, I'll never root for the Cardinals. So go Dodgers. Let's see. And then we've got the White Sox and Astros. Tampa plays either Boston or New York. That's weird. Isn't that weird? Yankees and Red Sox in the wild card plays Tampa Bay, the Rays. So obviously I'm going to root for the White Sox. Not only because I got to pull for Chicago, but It's the Houston Cheaters, right? I think the White Sox have a good chance of having a breakout playoff guy. We've got the Braves, Brewers. And I don't think there's any rookies on either of those teams that would break out. Let's see. So those are the teams in the playoffs. So I think the White Sox will probably have somebody break out because hopefully they beat Houston. They can make a run. Dodgers have a lot of veterans. Cardinals have veterans, Arenado and Goldschmidt. Yankees and Red Sox. I can't think of any, but I haven't been paying close attention. The Brewers, I don't know. Even though here I'm surrounded by Brewers fans, I don't pay much attention. So I would say somebody on the White Sox will break out. That's what Luis has been hot since coming back. Check his stats. His cards may go crazy if he goes off. I've heard that. I've seen some of his stats. And his card prices haven't really reflected his boom. Diego says, I'm going for Alabama. My team is as I expected, but that's it. The Phillies. Yeah. So yeah, the Cubs got the 7th overall pick, and I haven't really paid close attention to this upcoming baseball draft as far as the prospects go. And it's super early. I mean, shoot, it's super early for the football draft. Which is going to be, there's not like, usually there's a quarterback that even though early in the season, you see a lot of mock drafts and they'll have a defensive end or a linebacker as the number 1 pick. And it's going to be a quarterback. It's going to go number 1 overall. It's just it's just waiting for that, cream to rise to the top. And I don't know. We're already how many games into the college football season are we? 4 or 5? And the quarterbacks have actually taken a dive. Like the main names, Spencer Rattler, the kid from Nevada, who's kind of playing okay, but he doesn't get a lot of pub because he plays for Nevada. North Carolina's quarterback hasn't really helped his draft stock. I think I saw Mel Kiper's draft board, and the number 1 quarterback he has is the kid from Liberty, Malik Willis. Pirates another top 5 pick with 101 losses. So I think Kayvon Thibodeau has been like the consensus number 1 overall pick now for the majority of the college football season. But so much changes, especially when you get into the draft workouts. It's fun. I follow mock drafts like all year round because there's always a new mock draft. So it's fun to follow and see, who rises, who falls, and look back and check that out. David says O'Neal Cruz debut. Yes. So here's the funny story. I don't know. Oh yeah, I did talk about. So I talked about this on Saturday. I had the O'Neal Cruz because I have a first chrome refractor O'Neal Cruz that I actually have 2 of them. I had one that it's been listed on eBay for months at $32, and I've had tons of watchers. And I was dropping, I started at $30, then I'd go to 25, and I'd open it for counter offers. Nobody would ever counter. And Friday, somebody was watching. I sent an offer of $16, half off, and didn't take it. It sold as I was on the air Saturday morning. And I just thought, since I had made that offer the night before, I just expected that to be the $16 offer accepted. No, it was full price. Somebody paid the full $32. The $32 for the O'Neal Cruz refractor. So, and then I sold a couple singles, and then I have some Heritage Minors, and I think because he has an all-star card and a base card, and I think those sold as well. So I'm going to have to go back through. I don't know how did Cruz do this weekend. I'll have to go back and find that other refractor that I found. And it was like I don't know if it was in a 25-cent box or in a $1 box, but it was in a bargain box, and I picked out 2 of them. And I don't think it was a $1 box. I think it might have been a quarter box that I pulled those O'Neill Cruz refractors, and that was recent, like not years ago, because his first chrome is in 2016. So these were within the last probably 6 months, because it was I think it was since things opened back up several months ago. So bad things about your team being bad. Next year's Bowman prices go up, not down, right? That's what I'm experiencing with my Cubs and Bowman Chrome. Although I've seen somebody sold a Christian Hernandez, like they were selling for $350 for a base Chrome auto of Christian Hernandez. And I did see a sale in a Facebook group for $200. So I found that interesting. So those prices are dropping, because I was thinking like legit, like if I can get $350 for Christian Hernandez Chrome auto, like I might have to consider, especially now that I have to rely on card sales as my full-time job. I might consider, if I pull a Christian Hernandez auto out of one of my boxes, to sell it. But at 200, I'd probably keep it. But 300 up, I'd probably sell. We'll see. It's easier said than done. I can't even sell my 91 Topps Don Zimmers at $5-10 a card when I have 1,000 of them. Tell me about it with Nick Gonzalez. Now Henry Davis probably being in 21 Bowman draft. Yeah. Yep. The Pirates will have some studs in their Bowman products. So appreciate the chat. Have a great Monday, and we'll talk later.